Win News.
Tonight, the coast cashes in on affordable fuel, but will it last? Police imposters patrolling the coast. And a sombre silence across the region for Remembrance Day. Good evening. A record run of bargains at the Bowser may soon be over, as service stations operating on tiny margins struggle to make money. Prices dropped to as low as 111 cents a litre today, but a price hike could be just around the corner. Top advice. A teenage driver says she feared for her safety when two men posing as police signalled at her to pull over on the Sunshine motorway. Taylor Morris had just entered the motorway at Majimba around 6 p.m. yesterday when a white van cut in front of her. When she went to overtake it, the men caught her attention out of the left window.
I saw them waving something and I looked and it was like a badge and they were like saying pull over, pull over.
The 18-year-old P-plater says she was so scared she called 000. The operator told her to keep driving.
As soon as I was like on the phone, they backed off a lot. I just didn't want them to follow me home. I was really frightened.
Police patrolled the area but couldn't locate the van. Investigations are continuing. Thousands across the coast fell silent for Remembrance Day, honouring the sacrifices soldiers made for Australia. Today is the day armistice was signed, marking the end of hostilities in World War I. Discount store Flash Harry's has closed its Gympie and Noosa stores as the company goes into voluntary receivership. Director Adrian Houghton has run the stores for the past dozen years and blames an extremely tough year for the downfall. OK, we shall head to a short break, but coming up soon, how a nasal spray could help curb flu epidemics, the action plan to find the next generation of volunteers, and the Aussies returning to the coast for the first time in almost 4 decades.
A Current Affair is next on Jam.
Welcome back. This is Win Local News. Well, after the worst flu season in a decade, a leading Queensland paediatrician says a new way of vaccinating could lead to a doubling in immunisations in children. Thousands were treated for influenza across the region, and the government's responded to the epidemic, updating its national immunisation program today. Any news bulletin with Grant Kenny Vision in it, David, is a news bulletin worth watching. Great stuff there.
What a day that was.
What memories. All right, what do you got for us in sport? The Falcons coach, he really rates the club's new halfback or potential new halfback.
Yeah, he's pretty decent too. Good evening to you. Craig Ingebrigtsen thinks Riley Jacks is a smart playmaker with plenty of potential, plus a bittersweet result for Nambour in its T20 cricket overnight, and Alexandra Headland wants to make the most of its wildcard entry in Sydney. Evening. The man who was once the understudy to Roosters halfback Mitchell Pearce will be a crucial cog in the Falcons' Queensland Cup campaign, according to coach Craig Ingebrigtsen. Riley Jacks was on the Titans and Rabbitohs' radar last year. The former Easts and Burleigh halfback is widely regarded as one of the best young players yet to make an NRL appearance.
He's been through a couple of systems. He's been in the Roosters system and he was very well regarded down in Sydney, and he gets a pre-season in Melbourne, and I'm sure they'll be happy with him as well.
The Falcons had at least 6 different halves combinations last season, and it's hoped Jacks will offer some stability.
Very composed, and that's what we got rolling. Nothing seems to, faze him. So, he'll stick to structures and he'll understand what we want from him, which is good.
The Falcons' first trial is against Q Cup rival Norths on February 6th. To Surf Life Saving now, the professional Ocean Thunder Series is the pinnacle of surfboat rowing in Australia. For the first time, Alexandra Headland will contest the 4 rounds event for a chance to be crowned the sport's best. Local cricket now, Nambour has won its final pool match of the T20 competition but hasn't done enough to qualify for the final. Noosa fell just 2 runs short of victory and advancing to the decider. That left both sides and Gympie tied at the top of Pool B with 2 wins each, but it's the Gold who'll face Glasshouse on December 1st in the final, thanks to a superior run rate. Former Coolangatta Gold champion Josh Minogue joins us now with an Aussie Rules player who's determined to make her mark in the women's game. Stuff, good to see Aussie Rules on the Sunshine Coast doing well, Paul.
And good to see Josh winning the occasional challenge,
Yeah, there's a first for everything.
Well done, Josh. Oh, the New Year's around the corner. He can do it all again.
Yes.
All right, we'll see Hannah in a minute. She's got some weather details for us.
Good evening, everyone. It was a beautiful day for the Sunshine Coast today. We've got a bit more cloud cover forecast tomorrow with some showers here and there, and then some thunderstorms should return into Friday, becoming more widespread across the weekend. I'll have all the details in just a moment. Thank you very much to Janine Jewett for tonight's weather photo. It was taken along the Maroochy River in Cotton Tree. Now, if you also have some weather pics you would like to see up on TV, all you need to do is jump online. You can send me an email. My address is weather@winqld.com.au. or contact me via Facebook and Twitter as well. So temperatures across the region today were roughly on average, slightly below normal inland, but still we saw temps reach the mid-20s. So 25 for Talara and Noosa today, as well as Yamundi, 21 degrees for Jimna, 26 around McLenaghan and Beerburrum, and 27 for Maroochydore and Caloundra. So we've got some cloud cover across western parts of Queensland at the moment with this surface trough, and that trough is going to edge towards the east coast over the next couple of days. We'll also see a series of upper troughs move across southern Queensland over the next 4 to 5 days. That will help to increase that instability, and a trough will also move in from New South Wales by the end of the weekend. So at this stage, Saturday and Sunday looks to be quite wet and stormy for the Sunshine Coast and most of southeastern Queensland. You can see here this surface trough is going to edge towards the east coast over the next couple of days, bringing some showers and storms inland first. So tomorrow just a couple of coastal showers are forecast, a bit of cloud cover here and there as well. Into Friday, some of those storms may affect the hinterland, but generally it should be a partly cloudy day. And then all of that activity will push east to affect the Sunshine Coast right across the weekend. And we might even see it continue early next week as well. So tomorrow we have got the chance of some showers, a bit of cloud cover around as well. 26 for the coast, 27 for Gympie, and 25 for Nambour tomorrow. Offshore southeasterly winds reaching 20 knots, seas and swell tomorrow between 1 and 1.5 metres. Those seas are dying off as we move throughout the day. Now, if you are going out tomorrow into the water, we have got low tide tomorrow at 2:27. 8:13 is high tide, and Maroochydore high tide tomorrow is at 8:19. Now, if you are going for a surf, try Maroochydore. Most beaches will be okay first thing before those winds pick up a little bit. A safe spot for us will be around Noosa tomorrow, and we've got the sun setting in the region at 12 minutes past 6. So it is looking partly cloudy tomorrow with a couple of showers here and there. 26 degrees for Maroochydore, 29 on Friday. At this stage it should be fine with some storms around the hinterland, and those storms will spread right across the coast into the weekend. A warm start to the weekend, cooling down into Sunday though with the top temp of 26, and you can see those showers continuing early next week too. So have a wonderful night everyone, and Paul and Dave, it's back to you.
Hannah, thank you very much for that. We're out of time tonight. Thank you for your company, though. It's been greatly appreciated.
If you have any ideas for the team, you can contact us, the Win News Sunshine Coast Facebook page.
Our headlines are on Hot 91 tomorrow afternoon, but see you from 7 tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.